According to Albert Einstein, we cannot solve a problem from the same level of consciousness that created it. My name is Corinna Stoffel, and I'm the host of Toward a New World. The world seems to be falling apart. Are you as frustrated as I am with the talk about how to fix things or what needs to change, yet nothing changes? In the episodes, I invite people to look from different perspectives, sometimes even contrary to the current points of view. My intention is to evoke a different level of consciousness by empowering listeners to explore what is true for them and begin to live their lives from that place, thus changing their lives and through it, the world. If this appeals to you, I ask you to subscribe to the podcast on this channel. Hello and welcome. Today, let's talk about the power of your heart. Did you know that the body has two brains? Science recently stated that the heart is also a brain. So you have the brain here between your ears, this gray matter, but you also have the heart. The brain is a binary brain, and therefore we have judgment. The heart doesn't have judgment. The heart is connected with what exists. The heart is where the intuition comes from. And it is extremely beneficial for us, for our body, for the universe, the world, to actually create coherence between here and here. What does coherence mean? Coherence means a clear relationship. Coherence does not mean balance. Coherence is being in harmony. So balance is 50-50, but it's a static thing. Harmony means it's able to move, to swing, to be a little bit above, a little bit below. For me, a beautiful example for coherence is the wolves in Yellowstone. Initially, when there were no wolves, there were way too many elk. They needed to fence in any aspen groves to protect them from being eaten down. Once the wolves were introduced, the number of elks started to drop, and the number of wolves, because there was so much meat available, they rose. But there came a point in time when there was sort of a harmony, and they couldn't hunt as many, so the number of wolves dropped. And it did this, it stayed in harmony. The brain-heart coherence, the whole body gets into harmony. And if the body is in harmony, it can regenerate, it can heal. So how do we get into brain-heart coherence? I will talk about that in a moment. Let me touch on something first. Why would you use that even? You can ask your heart a question. My heart, what do you want to let me know? My heart
whatever it is that you would like to ask your heart, you get out of feeling stressed. That is a great thing. For me, gratitude, care, appreciation, and compassion, the four main feelings that we try to tune into in order to create that brain heart connection, are a big part of love. So I'm evoking the feeling of love within me, and that's healing. It's a wonderful feeling. And that love feeling radiates out. Have you ever entered a room? And mostly it's because we can cut the air with a knife in the room because somebody is angry or something. We perceive emotions from others. We usually are not that fine tuned on love, but we love to be around somebody who is loving, don't we? So imagine if hundreds, if not thousands of people create that brain heart coherence. What at the same time? What do you think is that going to do for the world? What effect might that have? And I'll put in the show notes a link because the Institute of Heart Math is doing experiments in that regard. So, how do you get to the brain heart coherence? There are a few steps you can go through. First of all, connect with your heart. The easiest way is to put your hand on your heart, put some fingers on your heart, whatever it is, because our attention, not intention, goes to where we touch our body. So we put our hand on the heart. We slow down the breath a bit. It's almost like we're breathing through the heart. That pulse becomes a breath. Imagine that. Slow it down. Follow me. Let's do that. Let's touch the heart. Let's slow down the breath. And let's evoke one of those four feelings or a combination of them or all four of them, whatever works for you. Compassion, gratitude, appreciation, care. Evoke one of those feelings. And notice what is going on in your body. Notice how your body responds to that. For me, there's usually a certain level of calmness that comes. Let's maintain that a few more times, a few more breaths. Breathe in slowly. Hold. Breathe out. And evoke gratitude, appreciation, care, compassion. whatever works for you. Yeah. What if we do that in the morning to maybe start the day in a good way? And maybe in the evening, before we go to bed, before we go to sleep, have a good night's sleep, deep rest, healing. What is it that appeals to you with doing that? Leave a comment for me. I would greatly appreciate that. And let me know what's going on for you in your body.